Happy day, everybody. We're joining you live from Hilton in Tumon, and joining us today is Chefs Katie and Chef Joel. How are you guys doing today?
Good, thank you.
How are you doing?
Good, thank you. Excited for this event.
Yes, I'm excited too because we're talking about food today. Oh yeah, our favorite thing. It's something super exciting because ahead of us is the Maila Tan Fan Chesa event. So before we get into the food, I wanted to ask you both if you can tell us a little bit about that event.
So this is an event put on by the Micronesia Chefs Association. It involves multiple hotels and restaurants from across the island. And then we're featuring local produce from different farmers all across the island. Our produce is tomatoes from Jigo. And the event is at the Hyatt on Tuesday, May 23rd from 6 to 9 p.m. in the Grand Ballroom there.
Yeah, super exciting. And that's a really important tidbit that we need to know is that the produce is local and it's to also showcase our local farmers, which is such a great thing. I wanted to ask you both though, because you are part of the association. Did you guys know in advance what your produce and your protein was going to be?
Well, it's kind of tricky because sometimes they surprise you. The chef are very surpriseful. So we had a few weeks to know our produce and our proteins.
Wow. So off camera, we know that your protein is brisket, which we have right here. And you also have the produce, which is tomato. So were these really hard things to work with, especially with you having to make a dessert? Can you guys tell us a little bit about that process?
Yeah, the dessert part was a little tricky with tomatoes because tomatoes you don't normally think of as a sweet item. But my mind I brainstormed for a little bit and my mind kind of went to peanut butter and jelly because we also have peanut butter as a sponsor. So they want us to incorporate peanut butter with one of the desserts or one of the items in general. So my mind automatically went to peanut butter and jelly, which I think is a childhood favorite of many, many people. So I was like, I think I can turn tomatoes into kind of a sweet aspect of it, but play around with the salty sweet part of it. And with putting it in a cream puff, I put panko breadcrumbs on top, so it kind of imitates the bread aspect of the peanut butter and jelly.
Oh my God, yes, like you said, delicioso. Woo! My stomach is growling just thinking about that. And also, what about you? How did you incorporate brisket?
The drink, the first thing came out to my mind is the Bloody Mary, but since we're doing a non-alcoholic, so we came out with a tomato sangria. It is with a tomato, orange juice, lime juice, and a little bit of spice. We did cut a little bit of the serrano peppers on it. And then for the bruschetta, we came up with the baked brisket bruschetta. So what we did is we gonna braise the brisket for a few more hours, 4 or 5 more hours like that, and then we incorporate the tomato with the tomato concasse with the truffle and yuzu touch on it.
Wow, everything sounds amazing. Okay, if I can ask you both, could you guys give us a little bit of a demonstration of how you guys will assemble these dishes and the drink?
I'll start with the drink. Since this is a spice tomato sangria, I'm acting like a bartender today.
He was showing us his skills off camera. We said if he doesn't catch the cup just and it's clinking, just keep going. It never happened.
So I got some orange juice here, and then tomato. All right.
Okay.
And then
Let me just make sure I'm not in the way.
I'm some freshly squeezed lime right here, and then maybe we can put some mint. Like, you know, the bartender that likes to do that, right? And
Whoa!
put it there. And then they
All the oils.
like that and something like that.
He caught
And
it.
they start shake it,
Shake it.
Yeah. And then here you go. It's the drink. We're gonna pour it right here.
Wow.
Perfect pour, right?
Oh, wow.
Perfect pour, not a splash.
Lime right here. Put some lime. And then I have my umbrella.
Whoa.
For the
We are
shade.
on an island.
Exactly. And obviously we're under the hot sun right now, so we need the shade.
So
We're just kidding.
Spice, tomato sangria.
Wow, amazing. Is it okay if I try this?
Sure, later probably.
All right. We're going to try. I'm going to try it right now. All right. And then while I'm going to try this, is it okay if you go ahead and demonstrate the brisket? I'm going to take a sip of this.
Yeah. So,
Delicious. All right.
so we have a homemade bread where we incorporate again the tomatoes in the bread. So when you eat it, there's a lot of tomatoes going on in it. So we have the bread, toast this to make it crunchy. Okay, and then as what I said, we have the baked brisket. We cook it for 3 to 4 hours. When we have to assemble it right here, I make two.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, you make two.
Yeah, I make two. And then, of course, my tomato concasse. Local tomatoes. Put it on top.
From Jigo.
From Gigo. And remember, we're making how many of this?
How many are you guys making for the competition?
For, I think about 400, 500 pieces. So we're
Oh
just-
my gosh.
for everybody to enjoy it.
Wow.
And then we have here the cream fresh sour cream on top.
Amazing.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna like this.
Fresh.
Cream fresh. And then I have some corn sprout just for the display.
And a little bit of microgreens I see in there as well.
Yes. And there you go.
Wow.
You can probably design the plate a little bit.
It's all
Yeah.
about the presentation.
Yes. And there you go.
Wow, that's beautiful.
There you go.
All right, there you have it.
And you have the spice baked brisket bruschetta.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. All right, Chef
Ready for
Katie,
dessert?
I'm ready. I'm ready for the PB&J.
All right.
All right, so I'm gonna just be right here with the microphone. I'm trying not to get in you guys' way, but
All right. So we have cream puffs over here that I just toasted in the oven a little bit, and then I cut the top off. It has the panko breadcrumbs on top, like I said. So this is the tomato jam that I made, and we're just gonna put a little bit in the bottom. You know, you want to have even, like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, right? You want to have a good balance of the jelly to the peanut butter. You don't want to have too much of one, too much of another. So we're gonna fill the bottom of that with the tomato jelly. And then this is a peanut butter mousse that I made. It has ground ginger and nutmeg in it to kind of play with a little bit of spice that to go along with the sweet of the jelly. So, and then peanut butter, a little bit of powdered sugar, and some whipped cream. And that's all the mousses. And then we'll just pipe a little bit on top. Like that. And then we have some toasted peanuts to give a little bit of a crunch. And then put his little hat on.
oh my gosh, it has a hat.
A little hat so you get the breadcrumbs.
Wow.
And there you have your peanut butter and tomato jelly cream puff.
Cream puff, and it's so fancy, by the way. Like, it's a great, like, unique take on PB&J.
It's a fancy version of it, right? Like,
We feel fancy.
right? It's such a home style kind of food, and you don't think of it as a dessert. You know, that's usually a lunch or something like that. So this is taking it, kind of upgrading it a little bit with a chefy twist on it, if you will.
It's elevated.
Yes,
We love it. All right, so as you were saying, 400 pieces, right?
Yeah.
Of each, so will you also have to make 400 of these as well?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So are you guys excited? I know off camera we were also talking about the fact that because you guys are part of the association, you guys do work alongside the other chefs. So are you guys in it to win it? Or is this a friendly competition? Or do you want to show out? How we feeling?
It's a friendly competition, and of course you want to win it, right? Because,
You're in it to win it.
yes, of course, yeah.
How about you, Chef Katie?
Always in it to win it. You know, of course, you want to be the best. You want to sell out of all of your items, right? So, but it is a friendly competition. We've known these chefs for years. You know, we've worked with some of them. You know, and you know, it becomes a friendly competition of, you know, trying each other. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, I want to see what they did with that. So it's all fun and games, and it's really exciting because this is kind of the first big event that the chefs have been able to put on after pandemic. So it's been, you know, we have meetings with the chefs that have started back up again a few months ago, and it's been nice being able to reconnect with all of the chefs. And you know, everyone's kind of been changing places because of pandemic, and a lot of things have happened. But it's been really nice to be able to get together and see everybody again and hang out and see what people have been doing and everything like that.
Well, awesome. I'm so excited for you guys and excited for your fellow chefs. But before we wrap it up, can you guys tell us when this is happening and who this event will benefit?
Okay, again, this is on May 23, Tuesday at Hyatt. and actually inviting all of you guys there, to come join us. Well, $75, right? Yeah, and this will be benefit the MCA Association of Guam and other. They sponsor a lot of stuff, even the students. So come and join us, and we're happy to see you there.
Yes, definitely. Well, again, thank you guys so much for having us here today to try and witness this amazing food in front of us. Again, the Maila Tan Fan Chesa event is happening at the Hyatt Regency in Tumon. So if you're free, don't forget to check it out. But back to you guys for now. Bye.